Seattle is at it again. This video is brought to you by the Officer Tatum store. The Officer Tatum store. Get the merch link in the description section. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live or make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. Seattle PD, Seattle City Council is having a tremendous conflict right now. And it is heartbreaking, irritating, and flat out ridiculous at what I'm about to tell you. Now, I have to give, first of all, I have to give props to the chief of police in Seattle, because I feel like that the message that she sent, or at least the written letter that she sent to the city council describing the effects of defunding the police department at 50%. The city council is proposing to take 50% of the police budget from the Seattle Police Department. And so I think the chief did a good job at laying it out. I'll put the article in the description section. She wrote an entire letter, but I'm just going to explain to you exactly what this looks like, what it means, and how she articulated to the city council that this is a terrible idea. Now, anybody with a brain stem, anybody that's a thinker, I mean, if you got 2 eyes, 2 ears, a mouth, and a brain, you should be able to come up with the same conclusion that I'm coming up with, and the same conclusion that the chief is coming up with, that if you defund half of the police department, you're going to be screwed. And some of the things that are going to be defunded. Now, keep in mind, the police chief in Seattle is a black woman. And you're talking about a city council that's saying Black Lives Matter, and we are for the minority community, as you completely dismantle the police department run by a black woman. Okay, Seattle Police Department is probably one of the most diverse police departments in the entire country. Majority of their officers aren't even white. They aren't even white. It's in the article. You can look up the numbers. They're talking about defunding half of the police department, which is about half of the police officers will probably be cut from the police department. Majority of their officers are diverse in the first place, or minorities in the first place. So you are going to essentially dismantle the police department run by a black woman, and then cause many minorities and people of color to be completely unemployed with no pension and no job. What are you guys actually accomplishing? Let's go further than that. Also, not only are they cannot cover the salary of police officers that they're going to have to cut, then they're going to have to scale back on important units like community police units, the SWAT team, domestic violence unit, child sex crimes unit, the unit that investigate elder abuse. I mean, you can go down the list. They can't have resource officers. I mean, you are literally crippling the police department. You are handicapping the police department that's run by a black woman. But you are somehow out for Black Lives Matter, and you're here to help the community. Now, imagine this. The police department in Seattle is already behind the curve. They already are short-staffed. They can't even get to the calls in a reasonable time as it is. Now, mind you, eliminating half of the police force. And this type of mentality, in my personal opinion, is the derangement of the far left. I mean, anything that President Trump stands on, anything that conservatives stand on, they have to oppose it. No matter how ridiculous this is, they have to oppose it. They can't be reasonable and say, you know what, let's come together. Let's find out what's best for our community. Let's make cuts where cuts are needed. Let's interject more money where more money is needed. And let's make this a better place. Make Seattle a safer place. Oh, they don't do that. They can't do that. They can't do that. Without consulting the police chief, without consulting the police department or the union, they have arbitrarily decided that they're just going to cut instantaneously 50% of the police department. They're not going to go slow, methodical. They're going to wave it in. They're going to make a blatant cut. And this cut eliminates 100% of the fourth quarter budget for this police department. 100%. I don't know, Seattle. Some of y'all live in Seattle. What y'all doing out there? What y'all doing out there? Because I think people are crazy. There is no way that this could even be fathomable. I don't even know if that's a word, but I said it anyway. I don't know if this is even a reality. I don't know if any human being can actually think like this, except for you be a crazy lunatic leftist. And mind you, ladies and gentlemen, most of this barbaric behavior is occurring in left zones. When I say left zones, I mean regions of the country and states that are completely run by leftist maniacs. Don't get it twisted. These people are maniacs. They don't care about the people. They hate white people. They hate the police department. They hate the idea of America so much that they're willing to step on the backs of minorities to accomplish a political correct vision of what they claim they want. I feel bad for the citizens of Seattle, and I think the citizens of Seattle need to stand up for their police officers, and they need to sue the city council if this is passed, because this is going to be a sweeping overhaul of any civility within Seattle. We already saw what happened to the Chaz Zone, and that's with a full force intact, with full force capabilities. Now they swept them out in one day. Once the mayor, they came to her house, and she got them cleaned out pretty quickly. But cut the police department in half. Are you going to be really able to do that? And here's another point I want to make is that people are not understanding this. When there's a mass casualty situation, who's going to respond to that? Who? Are you going to have to call all these officers that you fired back on the duty and throw some uniforms on them and hope they can respond to this call? Who you think going to answer these calls? What do you think? Who's going to investigate this stuff? Is this not going to embolden criminals to do more crime and get away with it? Come on, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. There is no words to describe how stupid this is. And this is going all around the country, ladies and gentlemen. I'm praying to God that we see brighter days because this is lunacy. Anyway, I could talk about this for 45 more minutes, but I want you to watch the rest of my videos. Comment in the comment section. What do you think about this? Let me know. Is B. Tatum tripping or am I on to something? Like and subscribe to the channel. Visit the Officer Tatum store where you get all the cool merch. Y'all know what it is. See you on the next one. I'm out.